Hey folks, it's Ardwulf. Welcome. We're going to play some Conan Exiles today. I have played a little bit of this, but not a ton, so if I do stupid stuff, that is why. This is an open world survival game based on the universe of Conan the Barbarian, designed by, or first written about by Robert E. Howard in the early part of the 20th century. So let's get started. We're going to start a brand new game. Let's overwrite the old game where I did a whole bunch of stupid stuff. This is our difficulty level. My inclination is to go with Decadent because you don't drop items using Civilized, which is the easy difficulty mode. And I'm not a fan of that. That's kind of a big deal that you drop your items when you die, and I don't really feel like not having that sort of essential feature in this kind of game. But we are playing solo, so, and I might tweak difficulty at a later time too. And you can do a lot of difficulty tweaking in this game. But we'll go with Decadent for now. Load screen. This is, as of right now, an early access game still, but it is scheduled for full release on May 8th, 2018, which is just over a week away. So we're going to hop into character creation here momentarily. So those of you who are familiar with Funcom, this is a game by Funcom, they do have another game called Age of Conan. This is not that game. That is a full MMORPG. This has some MMORPG elements to it, but it's much more of an open world survival game. And I have not gotten all that far in it, so we'll see how well this goes. It does seem like this load screen is taking longer than before for some reason. All right, here we are. This is sort of a cutscene and sort of character creation, so we will be male, and we will pick a race. Let's see what we have here. I'll run you through the races relatively quickly. We have the Hyborian, the Cimmerian, the Stygian, the Tribal Himelian, the Hyrcanian / Turanian, the Khitan, the Kushite, the Nordheimer, the Pict, the Shemite, the Darfari, the Vendian, the Zamorian, and the Zingaran. And this is pretty much all the main races, anyway, that are present in this setting. I would like to be Stygian, I think. We'll pick a religion, of course. We will be a worshiper of Old Father Set. That is good there. We need to pick a voice. There are 4 different voices. They all sound like the same voice actor to me, but let's see what they sound like.
The gods are watching. Cut me down, please.
Death is coming.
Death is coming.
Alright, we'll go with Learned because this guy's a Stygian. So let's see what faces we have available here. I kind of feel like these are all the same faces available regardless of a race. I think we're going with this guy. You do have the ability to make some fairly significant modifications. We would like him to be reasonably dusky, I think, so we'll pick that face color. Hair color will be black. We will pick a haircut, however. Various strange haircuts. I think we're going to make him bald. I kind of like that. We'll give him some truly out-of-control eyebrows. There we go. I'm liking that. Facial hair, probably none. Yeah, let's go with none. And he is Stygian, so we will do the eyeshadow deal. But the differences here are very subtle. Alright, I like that. And let's go to face details, because we're gonna... I think, want to make some modifications in here, because I want him to look fairly drawn. really care about his ears particularly. This is all fine. Body features, we can pick a character's size. I'm actually going to take the small one, I think. We can set the nudity level. I have chosen to set that to none just to avoid any potential issues with our friends at YouTube. Physique. I was kind of hoping to make him kind of wiry. Endowment means exactly what you think it means. Alright, I think we're good with that. We'll change the name. We'll call him Menhotep the Stygian, condemned to death in exile for crimes including defecating on a statue, slave taking without a permit, and combo skipping. Any who remove this body, living or dead, from the cross will be flayed alive along with all members of their family. So let's confirm. And now we get a cutscene.
During the year of the Cobra, a prisoner captured by unknown means was transported into the exiled lands, crucified, and left to die for crimes that they may or may not have committed. Death comes swiftly on black wings, until fate intervenes.
Are you thirsty, dead man? Shall I cut you down from that corpse tree? It might kill you. You civilized men are soft. Your lives are not nailed to your spines. Where I come from, we kill our enemies in battle. We don't leave them in the desert to die like dogs. So, you live again, dead man. This land does not love men. You are marked, and you cannot cross the ghost fence wearing that. It might have been kinder to leave you on the cross. Live, love, burn with life, slay and survive. We will meet again, dead man.
Alright, so I don't know who that guy is. I don't know if you do meet him again later on. It's possible you do. There may be some kind of story going on. The bracelet is the in-game explanation for the invisible walls. They're not really invisible, you can't see them. That confine the play area, which is nevertheless completely open and pretty large. So I am going to say that I don't think that this game is going to reach its full potential playing in single player, but I have no idea what the hell I'm doing yet, so that's why I am playing in single player for the moment. And we go back to load screen. But once you're in, the game's basically load screen free. Okay, so we're in the desert. If we look at the map, we're going to see that we're down here. I don't know what this little fading thing means. I think it means that you are going out of the explorable area, but I could be wrong about that. I don't know. So we have, if we hit J, we have the journeys The Exiles journey, and these are basically like story milestones. So we're going to start off with a bunch of super basic stuff. WASD to control. We're sort of following this road. We need to interact with this thing.
The very boundaries of civilization. Beyond the passage of our highways, wild places of the world, where untamed savages make endless war upon each other. Cannot pass into the endless wastes enslaved. Your bonding prevents it. Return. Follow the road. Any road. All roads lead to the city.
Okay, I don't know what the hell that thing is either. But we're going to need some rocks. So we're going to go find some. We can hit E to... Oh, look, a water skin. Let's just take that. We can hit E to pick up or interact with objects. That looks like it's too big to interact with. Once we get some tools, we'll be able to start making stuff here. So I'm holding down E here to collect plant fibers and handfuls of insects, which are going to be super handy, actually. Sounds like not tasty food, but when you eat is when you regenerate health. All right, and in no way can we possibly accumulate a sufficient amount of plant fiber here, so we're going to keep picking this until we run out of stuff. I have 7 stone. Okay, so if we hit I to go to inventory, here's the stuff we can craft. We can craft a stone pick, for example. What do I need to craft a stone pick? I need branches, so those will be scattered about the landscape too. I haven't seen any yet. I've gained a level doing what I have no idea. Looking for sticks. I apologize, by the way, for the sound if the volume is too low. I have a crappy microphone, and it's the best I could do under these circumstances. Let's go over here. I see some sticks. We're going to need at least 10 of them. The dry desert winds have mummified this poor wretch. The arrows embedded in his leathery skin cannot be removed without breaking them. Okay. And you can hear some kind of critter. Oh, stick. There is no icon or anything. It tells you when you are about to interact with anything. Alright, there's a critter over there. Now, I might be wrong about this, but when I approach, I think it's going to run away. But, just in case, we need... make that. Make an axe. Bedrolls. We need 2 more branches and some twine. Can I make any twine? Yes, I can. Make 3 twine. Now this pick will make a terrible weapon. And it's gonna run away. Alright, so you are slowed down when you run around with stuff in your hands, so I'm gonna drop them. Or, not drop them, but...
Gods curse this sandstorm. We were forced to take refuge before the wind scoured the skin from our faces. There is something in the storm. Beasts. We hear the skittering of their paws outside the ruins, and their howls mingled with the screaming winds. The men are scared. I've put them to work crafting rudimentary weapons and torches from the loose stones and rough plants that dot this place. I've yet to meet a beast that liked fire, or the bite of the axe.
Alright, let's see if this body can be looted over here. I'm not sure it can, but I'm not sure that it can't, so... Alright, so there are 4 meters up below the health bars. The top bar is health, the second bar is stamina, which gets lost pretty quickly. I want one more stick. Alright, so let's make a fiber bedroll. The bedroll, you don't have to rest as far as I can tell, but the bedroll is your spawn point. So it's pretty important to have one. Alright, we're fairly low on food, and we're also getting low on water, so let's take a look at the map. We are headed in generally the right direction. We're headed for the river. And we can hold down shift to run. We definitely have to get out of the desert before there's a sandstorm or something. And you can see my stamina going down here. I simply cannot have enough of these plant fibers. So if I end up with like 100 of them, that's okay. Let's get some more plant fibers. Having a nice stash of the insects is nice too, because they don't sound tasty and they don't provide you with a lot of nourishment. I'm not 100% sure they provide you with any nourishment. However, they do trigger health regeneration, which is obviously desirable. Okay, so now we're going to need some more stone. So we're going to look at serious stone now. And for that, we bust out the pick. And you can see that there is item durability here. I got about 50 stone, which sounds like a lot, but it isn't. Okay, so the 4 meters up there, in order from left to right, are thirst, hunger, encumbrance, and temperature. And the temperature is probably hot, but we're going to get out of the desert in just a minute here, so I don't care too much. One thing we do not want to do is get into combat with this hatchet, because although it looks like it'll serve as a weapon, it really doesn't work. And that was like the huge mistake I made starting out in this game, is I don't think it's clear. You don't really get descriptions on the items. You can see my encumbrance is going up pretty fast now, which is fine. And I think I am also fine for stone for the moment. Thirst meter's going down pretty fast, so we're going to, first of all, get out of combat mode. I'm going to head down to the river and find out if there are problematic enemies down here, which there might be. is not... Oh, wait, something. I picked up something. Probably a... Okay, yeah, we need a drink. So we just go in the water and eat, interact with it, and we drink. Oh, look, there's some guys over there. They're almost certainly hostile. There are some non-hostile NPCs, but the vast majority of them are hostile. And there's some probably hostile NPCs over there, too. And we're on this bridge. We do want to get to the other side, so we're going to take a roundabout way that hopefully won't take us around there. But before that, we're going to do some character type stuff. So stay tuned. This is the end of this episode. I appreciate you watching. Please stick with me, and I will see you next time.